Cheap dopamine is not just a bad habit. It is training. Every time you escape into the easiest pleasure available, you teach your brain that discomfort is something to avoid instead of something to master. That is why the damage feels invisible at first. One scroll session does not look like a ruined life. One late night of videos does not look like failure. One snack, one game, one tab, one notification, one more hit. The problem is repetition. The pattern becomes the person. You do not wake up one day with no discipline. You rehearse it. You rehearse leaving when work becomes boring. You rehearse reaching for stimulation when silence appears. You rehearse quitting the moment progress asks for patience. This protocol is not about hating pleasure. Pleasure has a place. The point is to stop letting cheap pleasure take the place of purpose. If your attention can be bought for nothing, your future will be sold for nothing. Protocol 1. Name the escape loop. Most people fight cheap dopamine in a vague way. They say, I need to stop wasting time. But the brain cannot fight fog. It needs a target. Write the exact loop. When I feel tired after work, I lie down, open short videos, and lose 90 minutes. When I feel anxious before studying, I check messages and keep checking. When the task gets hard, I open another tab and call a break. Naming the loop removes its disguise. You're no longer dealing with a mysterious lack of discipline. You're dealing with a trigger, a behavior, and a cost. That is something you can interrupt. Protocol 2. Create friction before the craving. Willpower is romanticized because people like heroic stories. But heroic willpower is a terrible system. By the time the craving is in your hand, the fight is already expensive. Build friction while your mind is clear. Put the phone in another room. Delete the weakest app for 7 days. Use a website blocker before noon. Keep junk food out of the house. Log out the platforms that steal your evenings. Friction is not weakness. Friction is strategy. You're making the wrong action slower and the right action easier. Discipline becomes much more realistic when your environment stops voting against you. Protocol 3. Replace the hit with a hard reward. If you only remove cheap dopamine, your brain will feel punished. The empty space will ask for something. Give it a replacement that creates relief without stealing your future. When the craving hits, move first. Walk outside. Clean one surface. Read 10 pages. Write one paragraph. Build one small piece of the thing you keep delaying. The replacement should be physical or creative because cheap dopamine traps energy inside the head. Movement clears the nervous system. Creation turns tension into evidence. The goal is not to feel amazing immediately. The goal is to prove you can choose a harder reward. Protocol 4. Protect the first hour. The first hour is a vote for the day. If the first vote is easy stimulation, the brain starts searching for the next easy hit. You begin the day already negotiating with distraction. For the next 7 days, keep the first hour clean. No short videos. No feeds. No random messages. No entertainment disguised as checking something quickly. Use that hour for one real action. Train. Study. Write. Plan. Clean. Build. Pray. Walk. Do anything that gives your mind evidence that you're not a passenger inside your own impulses. Protocol 5. Track proof for 7 days. Cheap dopamine survives because the cost is delayed. You do not feel the whole price in a moment. You feel it later as brain fog, low confidence, weak focus, and a quiet sense that life is passing without your permission. Track the proof so your mind can see the exchange clearly. Each night, write 3 lines. What cheap it did I avoid? What hard reward did I choose? What energy, time, or self-respect did I recover? Do not make this dramatic. Make it undeniable. 7 days of evidence will teach you more than another motivational speech. You will see that the urge rises, peaks, and passes. You will see that you are not powerless. You will see that your attention can return. Now connect the system. Name the loop. Add friction. Replace the hit. Protect the first hour. Track proof. This is not a detox fantasy. It is a training system for becoming someone who can tolerate boredom long enough to build a real life. You will still feel cravings. That does not mean the protocol failed. A craving is not a command. It is a signal that the old training is asking to be repeated. Your job is to give your brain a new repetition. For the next 7 days, choose one cheap dopamine source and make it inconvenient. Do not try to fix your entire life at once. Choose the weakest door. Lock it. Then use the recovered time for one action that makes tomorrow stronger. Your life is not being stolen only by big mistakes. It is being traded in small moments for stimulation that leaves no proof. Take back the next hour. Take back the next choice. Take back the part of you that still knows you were built for more than escape. Cheap dopamine promises relief and leaves you weaker. Discipline asks for discomfort and gives you your life back. Choose the hard reward. Run the protocol.